Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're not just talking about a topic, we're actually going to deconstruct a viral rumor, piece by piece. We'll use this one single image to see exactly how misinformation gets built, why it spreads like wildfire, and maybe most importantly, how you can start to spot it. Okay, let's just dive right in. Here it is. This is the image that absolutely set the internet on fire. And you can see why, right? It's so simple, so direct, and it asks this question that's just designed to shock you, especially about a snack found in millions of homes. Is it made of plastic? I mean, that one question triggered this huge wave of fear, a ton of debate, and just countless videos of people trying to, test it for themselves. But here's the thing. What if the real story here isn't actually about the snack? What if it's about how a rumor gets made in the first place? We're using this as a case study for a very good reason. Because once you see the mechanics behind this one image, I promise you, you'll start seeing the same exact playbook being used everywhere you look online. So yeah, this isn't just about a snack. It's really about the anatomy of a rumor and uncovering those little psychological triggers that make us all so quick to hit share. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the hook. How does this kind of content grab our attention? This is that crucial first element, the part that's designed to make you stop dead in your tracks while you're mindlessly scrolling through your feed. Made of plastic? You see, what's so incredibly effective here is that it's a question. It's not a statement, not a fact. It's a really strategic insinuation. Asking made of plastic is designed to completely bypass your logical brain and go straight for your emotions. It hits you with fear, with concern, and it just demands an immediate reaction, not a critical one. And you have to understand, this wasn't just some lucky shot in the dark. No way. The most effective misinformation, the stuff that really spreads, it follows this surprisingly consistent formula. So let's break down the anatomy of a viral rumor. Let's look at the actual recipe for creating this kind of believable misinformation. So it really boils down to three key ingredients for a viral food myth. And this is the magic recipe. First, you target a famous brand. Second, you use a simple, super scary claim. And third, you add a do-it-yourself test. See, when these three things come together, man, they create a narrative that's just so powerful and incredibly persuasive. So let's break that down. Ingredient number one, target a well-known household name. By going after a massive brand like Kurkure, the rumor instantly becomes relevant to millions of people. It's not some random, obscure product, right? It's something people might literally have in their kitchen cabinet right now. And that makes the threat feel personal and really immediate. Okay, ingredient number two. Make a claim that's simple to understand and really scary to imagine. Think about it. The claim is, contains high levels of some complex chemical you can't pronounce. Nope, it's made of plastic. It's terrifying. It's easy to remember, and it's so simple to repeat. That kind of simplicity is way more contagious than the boring, complex scientific truth, which, by the way, is just that starchy snacks burn because they have carbohydrates. And then, ingredient number three. This is the real masterstroke. The phrase, "let's see." It's not just two words. It's a powerful call to action. It encourages people to prove it themselves. It takes you from being a passive viewer to an active participant. It's inviting you to run your own little experiment, and that creates a personal experience that feels like undeniable proof, even if what you're seeing is totally misinterpreted. All right, so now we have the recipe, but let's dig a little deeper into the psychology of proof. Why are our brains so wired to believe this stuff? Why is this formula so good at fooling us? Well, the answer really lies in what our brains are hardwired to find persuasive. And this is where you see the fundamental mismatch. Look at what a rumor provides: a shocking video, a simple, dramatic story, an easy little kitchen test. It's a really compelling package. Now, what does science require? Peer-reviewed data, nuanced explanations, controlled experiments. The complicated stuff. Our brains are wired for stories and quick judgments, so we often find the rumor's version of proof way more satisfying, even when it's completely wrong. And this quote just nails it. Seeing is believing, but it isn't always understanding. This gets right to the heart of the matter. Of course, you can set a starchy snack on fire and watch it burn. You are literally seeing something happen with your own eyes. But that doesn't mean you understand the chemistry behind it. The rumor is so clever because it exploits that exact gap. The gap between what we see and what we actually understand. So, why does any of this matter? You might be thinking, okay, this is an old rumor about a snack. Who cares? Well, it matters because this exact playbook, the one we just broke down, is the same one being used for much, much more dangerous misinformation every single day. We're going from a single image here to the bigger picture. And that's really the crucial point. This isn't just about a snack. It's about every single piece of information you consume online. Because if you learn how to deconstruct this one rumor, you suddenly have the tools to be more critical about everything you see. That same formula, familiar target, simple scary claim, and a call to do your own research, it's used to spread misinformation about health, politics, science, you name it. So what can you do about it? Well, think of this as your critical thinking toolkit. A few things to keep in your back pocket. First, question simple answers to complex problems. If it seems too easy, it probably is. Second, be really wary of content that's just designed to make you afraid. That's a huge red flag. Third, always ask yourself, who actually benefits from me believing this? And finally, and this is a big one, just remember that seeing is not the same as understanding. So we'll leave you with a final question to think about. The next time a really shocking post like this appears on your feed, what's the first question you're going to ask yourself? Because becoming a smarter consumer of information isn't about having all the answers. It's just about learning to ask the right questions.